Hello, everybody. Thanks to the Busan Museum of Art for inviting me to participate in this conference. Unfortunately, I was not able to travel there, but I'm very happy at least to have the opportunity to take part of the conference. So first of all, let me introduce the Ticenn-Bournemisa National Museum. So it's a museum in Madrid, in the Triangle of Art, next to the Prado Museum and Reina Sofia Museum. And the Ticenn-Bournemisa actually holds, which was the most important private collection of art in years, until in 1993 it was sold to the Spanish state, to the Kingdom of Spain. So since that time, the collection took part of the national heritage and the museum was open. So almost 800 artworks were purchased by the Spanish government. It's a very comprehensive collection starting in late 13th century up to late 20th century. So the most important artists with very much masterpieces are presented in the collection, and well, it's a walk through the Western art civilization. The Busan Museum asked me to focus my speech today in subjects such as digitization or the role of the museums in the 21st century. So I think that to summarize all the situation, I'd say that we can speak about challenges in the 21st century for the museums. It's important to remark that in 2024, more than 1 billion visitors visited museums worldwide, the equivalent of the population of the entire European continent, plus Russia and Brazil. This continuous increase in the number of visitors to museums in global society consolidates them as the leading institutions of our time, transforming the world in which we live. Museums are cultural centers, living actors in carrying debates and permeable to social mutations, which also have important socioeconomic touristic, educational, pedagogical, and cross-cultural functions, as well as research and the structuring of alliances in various fields. For all these reasons, beyond the foundational mission of the collections museums, are called upon to make a social commitment on various fronts, which requires a reinforcement of their institutional action, solid alliances between the public and private sectors, and the improvement of their governance. What could be challenges for leading museums? Well, I'd say that it's important to have a clear strategic leadership, relevance in connections with the audience, integration of technology and digital experience, exemplarity and ethical governance, and a strong and consistent environmental sustainability and responsibility. What does strategic leadership mean? So it's, that means that the museums has to project a clear vision for the institution in the medium term, reinforcing its brand and identity, for professionalization as a team, improving the quality of its services and the overall museum experience, enabling the museum to adapt to social change, cutting-edge technology and audience expectations, as well as promoting financial sustainability. In our case, as part of strategic leadership, our purpose is to enrich people's quality of life by appealing to the capacity of any kind of art to transmit knowledge and to increase creativity and critical thinking. The relevance and connection with audiences. Well, museums must strive to be relevant to a diverse global audience by reflecting the plurality of society through their exhibitions, including multiple voices and perspectives. This means addressing contemporary issues through art and tuning into cultural debates that resonate with different demographic groups. A derivative of this connection and approach to the public consists of guaranteeing maximum accessibility, both architecturally and in terms of information, services, and the collection as a whole. What do we mean with relevance and connection with the audiences? In our case, our strategy for this point is to continuously connect with other audiences through participatory initiatives, surveys, social networks, Friends of the Museums program, while integrating technology and digital experience. Technology at the service of the collection, its mission and values. With a strong online presence, necessary to promote full knowledge and dissemination of the collection, facilitating virtual itineraries or preparing the visit in person. Together with innovative approaches, constantly adopting innovative approaches such as augmented reality, virtual reality, and interactive applications to enhance the visitor experience and make the visit as engaging as possible. Integrating technology and digital experience is a must. Our strategy is to adopt digital technologies and innovative strategies to improve the visitor experience as well as the internal management of the museum. So that strong and coherent sustainability and environmental responsibility policy is another one of the drivers of our strategy. So to be sustainable, efficient environmental policy, to account with a clear environmental policy, it's substantial. As for sustainability, museums in the 21st century face pressure to be more sustainable and environmentally friendly, whilst minimizing the impact they have on the environment. To be efficient, well, this involves the efficient management of water, energy, plastics, and waste resources, and the adoption of greener practices throughout its operations. To have a clear environmental policy, because that connects with the contribution to the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals, which allows museums to converge at national level with the goals set by the United Nations at international level, amplifying its results. So that makes a strong and coherent sustainability and environmental responsibility policies. Our strategy is to prioritize environmental sustainability and the promotion of diversity in our exhibitions, programs, and among our staff, reflecting the museum's social responsibility. Another very important driver is transparency, exemplarity, and ethical governance. Ethics, among the challenges in this field, are those of ethics and cultural repatriation related to the provenance of the collection. Transparency, good governance, and accountability translate into an efficient corporate governance, as well as the transfer of the most relevant information to society, exposing the management and administration of the public and private funds the institution receives. That makes the very necessary trust from the private sector, which are our partners in many of our programs. Social trust, the payoff is a generation of social trust and improved reputational image. Our transparency and good governance policy, it's one of the priorities and the drivers as well of this museum. In this context of responding to the social commitment and the need to reinforce the framework of integrity approved in our new code of ethics and good governance. And as I said, it aims to provide a suitable framework for integrity, transparency, and good governance, reinforcing legal and statutory obligations, and establishing the principles, mandates, and rules of conduct that will govern the museum's activities, its control tools, and the consequences of possible breaches. Well, I think very briefly that are the main axes, the main drivers on which the challenges of the museums in 2021 responding the needs and the concerns of our audiences should be focused. Thank you very much for your time, for your attention, and hopefully next time I could be presential in the next conference. Thank you.